Today we're going to talk about playing with click tracks. A lot of people don't like them, it's especially after a long period of time of getting what we call the dagger to the head. But there are other things you can do I've found to be real helpful to inspire you and still be playing with the click. This might give you a little bit more inspiration when playing to the click and doing sessions. So, a long, long time ago, I was talking to someone I'd always wanted to meet, a famous drummer who played on a lot of records, and was asking him about a track he played on because we had the opportunity to open for a band that he was playing in at a festival. And so I was curious about this one track he played on called Get Out the Map by the Indigo Girls. And it just felt so good. The whole record's great. But this one track really stuck out to me as almost a classic drum part and a classic groove. So I asked him, I said, hey, is there anything special about this song? It just feels so good. Is it just the tune or is there something unique about it? He said, yeah, there is something unique about this song and how we tracked it. He said, we were trying to get a feel for it just by listening to the guitar part and kind of coming up with some ideas for the groove. And he goes, we just couldn't seem to find anything that we were all completely happy with. So we went into the control room and sat down with the guitar player playing rhythm guitar and just sat and kind of beat on. I think he said somebody had a bottle and somebody was playing on the counter and he was beating on something. And he said, we just said, let's just jam with the acoustic guitar part and see what we come up with. So they did that. And in turn, they found something that felt really good, just them playing on different objects. He said, so we said, hey, why don't we record this, us doing this? So they just stuck up a mic in the control room and probably hit the click, or I believe it's on a click, and played this groove. They were all playing on odd objects and things. And he said, and we took that and made a loop out of it. And that's what we played to on the track. And that's why it feels so good, because we had some inspiration on something that we'd come up with, or sounds, or a groove that, probably had a little grease to it or whatever. So, that being said, I thought, well, I'm kind of going to try to incorporate some version of that because sometimes just playing to the click is quite uninspirational. And maybe that would be a good idea for all the players to be able to listen to something that was a little more inspiring. So, in turn, that's what I started doing, and it seemed to work out really well. So, let's check out some ideas. So, here we have a click track with just the drums. Okay, so you get the idea. There's a little push and pull in there. A little human element. So at this point, it was kind of like, okay, well, let's listen to some different ways some things we can play to that might give us a little more inspiration. First thing is kind of a drum machine part. Feels pretty groovy, but it's pretty strict. But let's check it out. Drums. 3, 4. Okay, that's pretty cool. That could work. Let's try some. Sometimes it's like, well, drum machine may not be quite as inspiring as maybe percussion. So let's try some percussion. Always try to find something that fits with the song, of course. You can just do shakers and hand drums or just give you more subdivision and make it feel a little bit better. So we'll try a little bit of a percussion part that's a little bit different this time. That's something different you could try. Let's try one more and see what that feels like and sounds like. We'll give it some click this time. Mm-hmm. something a little more syncopated, gives you a little more motion, maybe a little more inspiring than just the click track. Let's add the click. See how the click fits with the percussion part. Again, there's some push and pull in the percussion track, but if it fits with the tune and what you're trying to get across with the band, it can be real inspiring for yourself as well as the other band members. So there you have it. Just some different things you can try when you're cutting in the studio and may give you a little more inspiration. Play around it, play behind it, play in front of it, play right on it. Just something that's a little more groovier than hearing the dagger to the head the entire day. Hope you guys got something out of that. Subscribe, look for the loop libraries and other musical things in the description, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.